Hello, it's Gretchen and Nuria here, doing a demonstration on stage makeup. I first prepped Nuria's face by cleaning it and putting a light moisturizer and giving it some time for the moisturizer to set in so that the makeup goes on properly. I'm going to start with a foundation that matches her skin. I will post links to recommendations that I have. I'm just kind of gonna dot it around her skin right now because we're using a stick, and then I'll blend it in. And the foundation is going to kind of make everything even, and everything that goes on top of it will apply much smoother. And for the stage, we really want to focus on the eyes and features. Don't scrunch your eyes. If you scrunch your eyes, you'll end up with lines. We want to enhance the features because with the stage lights, things can kind of just look really washed out. So everything, turn your face this way a little bit. We're going to apply everything a little bit more than we would on a daily basis or even for a special event because we're going to be under those hot stage lights that melt. The next thing I'm going to do, close your eyes, is to dust some setting powder on the eyelids so that eyeshadow will stay put. I'm going to go over and powder the rest of the face after I do the eyes so that if any eye makeup falls below her eyes, we can wipe it away. I'm going to start with a light base all over the eyelid. Then I'm going to take a darker color. I have these two colors from MAC that are dark brown. One's a shimmery brown. And I'm going to place it like a V on the outer corner and lash line. I'm going in her crease and along the lash line. To make a V shape. Chin up just a little bit. To a denser brush because the other one was a little too fluffy. Don't scrunch your eyes. I want to make sure that their eyebrows stay lifted so that you can see the shape of the eye. I also generally will do her eye makeup with her laying on the ground with me on like hovering over top of her because especially with little kids or wiggly ones, that's the best way to get them to be still enough for you to do their eyes. I'm gonna go back with a lighter color, and you can add a shimmer here too. I'm gonna add the shimmer, but if you don't have a shimmer, you can just go back to that lighter color to kind of blend it all together. I'm gonna put that right like where her eyeball is. And again, right up on the, right underneath the eyebrows to make them pop. All right, I'm now going to do eyeliner. I'm using a black here. Okay, I'm switching to a softer liner. Okay, you're gonna look up to that corner. Look up. Just really gently going along the lower lash line. You could even do dots and then take a brush afterwards. Look up to that corner. And then kind of connect the dots. And because of the characters of this musical we're doing, I'm extending the eyeliner out to make it look a little bit more exotic. Okay, look at me. Good. Do this. Close. Just extend this one a little bit more. Okay. Now, if there's anything left over open, I'm gonna just give it a little wipe. And now I'm going to take the concealer I like the concealer to be bright, to kind of make the eyes pop. And I'm kind of going along that line that we just created with the eyeliner. You can also use the concealer at this point. If there's any other little red spots or anything that needs to be touched up, now's the time to do it. Then I'm going to go back in with my powder. You can use a pressed powder. I have a clear, translucent powder that's colorless. And we're going to dust this under the eyes. Keep your eyes open so that that eye makeup doesn't run. We're gonna go back and do mascara once I get the rest of the face done. I just want to do a layer of powder first. You can do this next step or skip it if you don't want to, but I like to do this contouring step just to add some depth to the face. And I'm just staying on the outside portion underneath the cheekbones and around the top of the forehead and temples with a contour color or bronzer you could use. And I just feel like this helps the features pop on stage. Oh my goodness, your hair is kind of a mess right now. And again, it also helps so we don't look too pale on stage. And I'll add some along the jawline and the chin. And now, blush. I like a bright pink or coral color for stage. The brighter colors look best with those bright lights, so I like to do a little combination of this pink and this little peachy color together. Smile. I like going on the apples of the cheeks and outward, up towards the temples a little bit. And you're gonna wanna use more than you think you need because once those stage lights hit, we don't want it to melt away, and also we want to be able to see them. Now we're going to go back to our eyes.
I curl my own lashes.
I'm just going to do them really quick. I like to use an eyelash curler. She likes to do them herself, but I'm just going to do them quickly. Look straight ahead. They'll feel a little tug, but not a pinch. This helps open up the eyes. You okay? Look straight ahead. I'm going to get it in there. Feel right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To do mascara, I have them either look down or close their eyes. And then I start from the bottom, do a little wiggle and lift.
You're on my ear.
Sometimes it's easier for the older kids to just do this part themselves, but make sure they're getting at the very base. And we like to do layers. We usually do 2 or 3 coats. And I even am putting this on the guys on stage to make their eyes pop. So basics for guys would be like a foundation and a powder, a little bronzer, and at the very least, some mascara. Sometimes eyeliner, softer colors maybe. Okay, like that. Here's your brow gel. I'm using a brow gel. Just get everything around the eye finished nicely. So again, so the eyes really pop on stage. This is the Got to Be gel, right? But
Got to be glued.
Got to Be glued. But there's some other like cheaper versions too. Just a clear mascara even works really well for this. For the lips, I'm using a pink. You can use red or pink. I'd say go with something that matches or goes well with your costume. So red if you have a red costume, pink if you have a pink costume, or in those tones. And this is a nice kind of deep natural pink. They don't actually make this color anymore. I bought like a ton of them when they were going, when they were discontinuing them, but I will find a color to link that is similar to this color. But basically it's a very natural, deep pink. So it's just like, you know, basically how kids' lips are colored anyways, but we just want to have something on them. This sometimes, again, is easier if they're laying down. Blend your lips together. I'm gonna add a little liner. Going in with a deeper pink liner just along the lip line, just to define it a little bit more. It's also where you can kind of add if you need to outline the lips if you need to make them a little bit more full for stage. Don't wiggle. Don't wiggle. This part is way easier when they're laying down. I'm going to do like a crisscross X right here. Get that perfect line now. Blend. A little bit more. There we go. All right. Last thing I'm going to do, I'll just give you one more tiny little dusting, very, very, very light dusting of powder. And a final setting spray. Get everything to last. Here, smile.